what chocolate is made of. Look, the whole flavor profile depends on the bitterness of the dark chocolate and the sweet tartness of the raspberry.
Okay.
Hi.
I was playing nice before, you guys. I really was trying to give Jeremiah a break. But it seems as though he has transferred to Dork University. Top of his class there, by the way.
Easy A's there.
Easy.
And then we have another one in Yearning University.
Oh my God. Like,
Killing it.
The actual
Straight
duality
there.
of that is crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Between the brothers. And also, you guys know, Team Jeremiah sympathizers still, I do truly believe that. I do
agree. I think we should all be
hate
nice.
I don't want to get blocked off of the Summer Pretty. I don't want to get kicked, whatever they said they're going to do.
I know.
Jenny Han, we come in peace.
We do come in peace. And I know Jeremiah's, I guess he said in an interview that he knows that he's about to be bullied, like,
oh,
or whatever.
Does.
Yeah.
See, today it's our debrief.
Welcome.
Should we change?
Yeah. Shall we?
And also, by the way, haven't introduced ourselves in a while. I'm Jordan.
I'm Jamie.
And we've been doing 2 Samurai Turn Pretty episodes a week where we react and we do our debriefs throughout the whole episode scene by scene on Mondays and Thursdays. So
It's been so much fun.
so much fun. And make sure you subscribe to stick around. We have like so much to go over.
I know it was like 10 minutes longer, but it feels like it was just like so packed in.
Boom, boom, boom. I also was thinking song-wise.
Ooh.
I was listening to Me and You Together song by the 1975.
That's a good one.
I've been in love with her for ages. I fell in love with her in
That is such a
stages.
good one.
My whole life.
This episode was called Last Dance, which goes very far, I'd say.
There's a lot, I guess, of meaning to that. Like Jenny Han put on her story, like the different definitions for that, or like multiple meanings to that.
Yeah, like figurative and literal.
Wait, she said it right here. Also, we got fed with interviews this week, like getting really
So many came
behind the
out.
scenes.
I was trying to keep up, and
Jenny Han, I know what you
like
are.
we all did interviews.
The title of the episode, Last Dance, could have multiple meanings. What does it mean to you? She was asked. And then she said, I think there are many meanings to that. There's a literal meaning and then there's a figurative meaning. And so when she put on her story, it's like the last dance, obviously. Mm-hmm. It's like they are literally dancing at the end of that. And it's like that to me is the literal one.
The literal.
Figurative, obviously like the last kind of maybe.
Good moments.
Yeah.
I think we're on the verge of seeing them break up. I mean, we're getting to the point. I don't want to spoil it, okay?
No.
I actually don't want to spoil it, so never
Why?
mind, right?
Well, this is spoilers.
We're spoilers.
We spoil in these episodes, okay? We've read the
just
books.
know.
We go off of the books for our predictions also.
Yeah.
So we can spoil.
Okay, fine.
Spoil your heart out.
Yeah. So because I was rereading the book today, I'm like, wow, we only have a few scenes left until Conrad like confesses up to her and like the bachelor party, everything.
Even
it's
if you're
all coming,
right? Even if you're like haven't read the books, I feel like you can just watch him. He's like busting at the seams,
right? Like
busting,
you know it's
dare I
coming
say.
soon. Like, he can't. He can't do it for much longer.
I can't even wrap my head around how beautifully executed this whole episode was.
I know.
Visually, audibly, like getting to hear his train of thought, but it wasn't too heavy-handed, I feel like, as far as point of views go.
I know, and it felt very light. Still, we got what we needed.
Yeah, but
to like make it yearnful. Still.
Exactly, but I think in replacement of his like verbal like what he's feeling, you know, you getting to hear that like dialogue within his head too much. We got to see visually like how he sees the world with Belly and how he sees Belly, and so even more so than that, because you can already see that like, you know, when you're looking at him, you know what I mean? But when you're from his point of view, seeing how he sees Belly and everything feels and looks like a dream almost, like sequence.
Yep, slow motion, like zoomed in on her features.
Yes,
all of it.
Everybody's saying she like looks the most ethereal that she has in the whole show, and it's because it's through his eyes, and I think that that's purposeful.
I agree, totally.
And I think that it just goes to show, in my opinion, because that was not the case for Jeremiah's episode last season.
No, not at all.
It wasn't like that.
No. People compare it a lot to The Notebook about how it was filmed.
Oh, girl.
I watched The Notebook last night.
Stop it.
Long time.
No, you didn't. I knew you did.
How?
Because I was watching it and I was literally making notes in here and I was like, I feel like Jamie's watching The Notebook right now.
What?
I'm not kidding. You want to see my Amazon Prime? I literally had to rent it for a whole day.
It's on Netflix. Oh. Like so many parallels, like not even to talk about the parallels, just like how it is filmed, everything about it, just lighting wise.
I mean, even just the stories.
As we all know, Jenny Han made her debut as a director.
She killed
and I felt it in my soul. Jenny Han gets us.
Diving into scene 1, which to me, I mean, it kind of goes back into, you know, last episode where we kind of left off, but we hear and see it from a different point of view and perspective. I really like visually how they filmed this.
I loved that part. It was honestly, it was just really well done. Like how we see Belly so smiley and slow-mo and almost like sensual it felt. Of
it was
like
very dream sequence.
Dreamy, yeah.
You
like
know?
Everything about it.
Yeah, and it sets the tone beautifully for the rest of the episode, may I add.
These Arms of Mine by Otis Redding is playing, and let me just read you these lyrics, by the way.
Please.
These arms of mine, they are lonely and feeling blue. These arms of mine, they are yearning from wanting you. And if you would let them hold you, oh, how grateful I will be. These arms of mine, they are burning from wanting you. And that's pretty much the song.
Lonely and feeling blue.
Like, this is crazy.
That's fucked up.
Their song choices, I'm sorry. I need to look into this.
I know, because people are like, oh, lack of Taylor Swift songs or whatever. And Jenny Han said, wait, just wait.
See?
But I'm like, no, I actually really love, and I think people have pointed out too, the songs that Jeremiah and Velly are getting are very like Ben's Booney and not very like maybe timeless. Although I do think there are a couple. Never mind, I'm not going to pick me. Velly and Conrad are getting these like timeless old songs that are like love songs. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Love.
With meaningful,
There's
deep lyrics. Yes. Jenny Han says about this scene or this episode, time slows down for him when he's near her, about Conrad. I've always thought of him as someone with a very busy mind, with a lot of thoughts. It's not a quiet place, but she, for him, is a place where he can slow down and feel at peace. You see that throughout the episode, and I fully agree. And I think that's why I loved this episode so much, because it did not feel rushed in that way. It felt very like...
I agree. Like really like slowed down.
Yes.
Like you got a lot of slow-mo. Literally
slow-mo, but like substance even in the scenes.
Yes.
Like a lot was...
Yes. I know. Yeah. And a lot can be told by body language and like the eyes. And oh my God, I just can't even wait to get some of these scenes.
I know, me too.
I've been from there. It flashes to Conrad on the roof of the house doing the work, which is also from the book. He was doing housework and whatever and trying to like stay busy and stay away from Belly, kind of. That's how it was.
Yeah.
And you get that. He said that. Like, I've been trying to stay away from her all week. Walks out. Well, in her one-piece bathing suit, okay?
That she's re-wearing.
And that one scene of them on the dock. Wasn't that it?
Yep, on 4th of July.
And people noted, too, that it's interesting that she's in the book, Belly notes that she hates bikinis and she likes one-pieces, whereas when you see her in the show with Jeremiah, she's always in two pieces. But then when she's alone with Conrad, she's in her one piece. I just think that's like an interesting little detail.
I do,
too.
It's
intentional,
like,
but
I know. I wonder, but it goes far in my brain. And then we see Conrad talking on the phone with Adam, which is a big scene. And you have to understand this because they say, like, they talk about what's happening at Cousins. They talk about the wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd say absurd dad. I mean, they love each other. And he's like kind of convincing Adam, their dad, to be all in.
It's really weird and interesting to me because it was such a short phone call, but it had so much going on with it because they moved on from that to that to that. And essentially Conrad kind of giving his like note of approval to this wedding in a way.
Which goes far.
It went far.
And it went far.
Too far.
Yes. And I think it's just him trying to move it along, make it be done so he can,
move on with his life.
Yeah. Like that's how his thoughts are.
Well, in his head, he thinks that once that happens, he's going to like not have feelings like this for Belly.
Yes, exactly. Which not true.
Girl.
It would not be true.
It's okay, girl.
And I also do think it's interesting that he said you'll lose him if you try, and then the dad says like I lost you, because the way he says it to me is like he's almost thinking in his own point of view with Jeremiah of like you can't be against it, like you'll lose him, like he's scared of losing Jeremiah as well.
Oh, right. I thought it was interesting that he noted like I just wanted to always be like him, like kind of going back into how he felt as a kid around Adam or with Adam, or about him. And I worked really hard to be someone he could be proud of. He was my hero until I found out who he really was. And I think that that's like a really big thing because we know how much weight that has held, I feel like, to an extent, to Conrad to even tell Belly about his dad having an affair on Susanna.
Yeah.
And so clearly that like weighs on him, and that's kind of where his turning point with his dad was.
Just wait until he finds out.
Just wait. And it's really prefacing us for what is to come, I think, in the rest of the series.
Yes, I think that's why it's so important that they keep like kind of throwing it in there.
Yes.
Like that's a big deal.
Right. Like we get introduced to the perpetrator, Kaylee. Okay.
So then scene 3, we have finance bro meetup.
Literally.
Taylor and Jeremiah are carpooling to Cousins. Steven walks up with Denise, even though he's supposed to be in New York, and Taylor and Jer like kind of being sus. In my opinion.
I don't know why I picked up on that personally.
Right?
Like,
did anyone else?
I don't know. Like, again, that might just be in our heads, but I mean,
I Yeah.
Some people have made the comment that Taylor has like always been Team Jeremiah, and that's because for initially she liked him. And in the books, why Taylor is Team Jeremiah, right, is because whenever her and Belly like were younger, she was like, oh, 2 cute boys, I'm gonna get one of them, and went to Conrad, and Conrad was not interested in her. And now we can look back and be like, okay, it's because he was interested in Belly.
Yep.
Tried Jeremiah, and that's who kind of like took the bait a little bit more. I think
so.
Flirted back with her, if anything.
Gave her something.
Wait, didn't they like kiss at some point too in the book or something?
I need to reread the first. I think it is in there.
I think it's something like that.
So it is interesting that that's happening. And like even in the scene, Jeremiah was like, I'm sorry you wasted a cute outfit, which I know that's not like, that's Jeremiah's personality and that's flirty, but
like it's not objectively flirting, but it does really come off that way.
Yes. You know when like, yeah, you're just, it's too flirty.
It's just like a little, it's a little too nice.
Like I know Belly wouldn't care, but like but like would anyone else care? I don't know. That's so interesting to me. They're fighting over Alpha at the office, and then she says, we all know that's not you.
Oh,
yeah. More on that later. I have a rant. My rant's incoming.
You have a rant too? Yeah. Oh, that's when you know it's bad if she has a rant. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, is Taylor still Team Jeremiah, like over Conrad, even after finding out that Jeremiah cheated on her? That's what I need to know. And she said, see you at Belly's bridal shower to Steven. And I was like, okay, so that must be coming up very soon.
I think we're going to get it next episode.
I think so too. Now that I've been thinking about it, and how the pacing of the show has been versus the book, it makes sense that would happen. Which also would mean that we get the Conrad and Laurel diner scene.
Yep.
Which will make sense to why Laurel should hopefully be at the bridal shower.
It all falls into place from there.
Yep.
Which again is Conrad doing his big one. He's like putting Adam on their side and trying to get Laurel. So it's like double whammy. And we're going to see that.
I know. And then they get back to Cousins. Well, it flashes back to Cousins while Belly is searching through the house for some food, looking for Pop-Tarts. Taylor lets her know she can't come, blah, blah, blah. But then Taylor is, I think whenever Belly was talking about like Conrad doing all this house stuff to help them, she in her head, it looks like in her face, she's kind of like, huh. Like, why would he be doing that kind of thing? I don't know what her thought process is there, but I know she's thinking something.
I agree, and it's like being held back.
Yes.
And Belly goes into the kitchen. She's always posing for something. She's ready. She says, hey, future brother-in-law. And he said, you scared me. Sorry.
Like, Belly is shoving this down his throat.
I know. That's what kills me. I'm like, the way she's so preppy or peppy. Hi. It's so chipper, and it kills me.
Because it's like, to me, I'm just like, oh, girl, you really don't know. That's the thing.
Yes.
Is that she's so at this point in the show, she really does not believe that Conrad has any sort of feelings. She really trusted when he said that in the hotel room last season. That he was like lying.
And I'm just saying, we're just going to see it so
just
soon.
She doesn't have a very good gut radar.
It almost felt like Belly had word vomit or something in this scene, because she's like, I didn't get the chance to. You've been busy, and like you're just really handy. Like I didn't know you were like that. And then and then she's like, well, I guess I should have known. And she just like kept going.
You're right. So it's still like very clear she gets nervous around him.
Yes,
for sure.
And I like that.
And I thought it was interesting too, the next scene where they're all in Breaker's office or whatever. Jeremiah's planning to leave to go to Cousins. That was the whole thing with Taylor, right? Yes. If I'm being honest, I thought Jeremiah was kind of dicky this scene.
I agree.
To Denise.
I agree.
While she's leaving and walking away, he obviously like checks her out in a way, which I took, like I know a lot of people are taking that as he's checked her out, which I do agree with. Like he didn't have to like literally do a full up to down.
Eyes up here.
Yes, babe.
It's giving eyes up here.
It is just weird.
Yeah, it was really weird.
But his actions don't line up with that to be like that he's interested in her at this point.
No, but he's just like enabling Steven though.
Yes.
Of being with her, being like, come on, she's pretty, she's into you.
Which, may I add, I don't like that for Taylor one bit. Taylor has been nothing but a Team Jeremiah.
You're so right.
And for her to get swept under the rug by Jeremiah, and like, if she knew that, oh my God, like, I don't know. I'm just saying, if I were Taylor, I'd be pretty pissed that you're trying to get him to get with his coworker.
With someone else, when you know they're like, they have something still that's just like working. They're working on it.
You can just see his loyalty is just lacking on all levels, actually.
And then also he texts Belly, stuck at work, start without me, by the way. This is my rant. He literally asked to stay there. He did not have to. He knew Belly had him and Belly had plans, and he said, "No, you guys go. I got it."
Yeah,
to be the the big guy at the office. And that makes me mad for Belly.
I agree. Because he did not have to offer to stay there. Because also, again, he's an intern. And why is he there? To earn the respect of his dad that he doesn't need. Okay. Side note. Then it's like, okay, so you're going to do that. And you're not even going to tell Belly the full truth that, hey, I'm doing this to look good for my dad. It's one thing, whatever. Maybe she'd understand a little bit more. But you just blow her off kind of to the side.
And just says, yeah, no, I'm sorry. Stuck at work. Like, no, you're not stuck at work. You
stuck yourself at work
to be at work.
Yes.
No. Like, that makes me so mad.
Whenever Conrad and Belly are talking, she mentions he's just busting his ass at your dad's company, and I'm like, busting his ass where? Ass busting or ass sucking?
Exactly. Yeah.
Denise is walking away, and he's like, well, call if you. She says, call if you need anything, and he's like,
yes.
Nah, I'm good. I was like, I'm just saying, let me just replay the scene really quick for you.
Call me if there's an issue.
No, I'm good.
In my opinion, I know guys that talk like that, and they're always the assholes. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why that triggered me. His tone of voice in it.
Just say thank you.
Okay, cool, thanks.
Bye. We also see Belly looking for the car keys, and this is the start of everything.
It's the start.
People are clocking that, like, why is she so comfortable taking his car? And I don't know the answer to that. Belly confidently asked, like, okay, can I just come with you? And was really mad and bothered that he was saying no. She said, you can't just give me a ride. Never mind, it's cool, I'll take my bike.
Yeah. And people were saying in the background of that how they have like the dishes on the wall that's in the shape of an infinity, which people also said that about the pictures on her bedroom wall. And I do think it's interesting that they're in the same shape, because that is a weird shape to have things in the wall. Like on the wall, the first one I was like, okay, that could be a coincidence, but now that it's twice, I'm like, that seems intentional to me.
Yeah, for the back.
And you can also see Conrad, like, you hear it too, like he wants to help Belly, but he's really trying to control himself. Yeah. And it's such a struggle within him, and it's just so interesting to see that like inner dialogue of like, it's like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
And then to see him like push his thoughts aside and just say, like, own up to her.
Yeah. And she didn't even have to really say anything for him to feel so guilty to do that. No. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And then as he's looking,
he was already gone.
I did see a Joe Goldberg edit too. I'm like, I kind of living for it.
Okay. That leads us to our next scene. Memory of young Steven, Belly, Jeremiah, Conrad riding bikes. And what song is playing? The Jackson 5, I Want You Back. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me back in your heart? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go. Now, since I see you in his arms, I want you back. Just interesting.
That scene, I just think that flashback scene is so important on so many levels, because initially to me, I'm like, oh, okay, so he's loved her like a long time.
He's just always been there to help her. Like, that's his job.
Because to me, like, again, even if it's like, obviously they're so young and not necessarily romantic at that point, but it's just like he has this soft spot for her of
to help.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
There and everything about
it. And care for her and be the one.
And that's why it's so important. The scene is important. And it's further important because in it, in that scene of them riding the bikes, obviously we see Conrad being like, let me help, you can do that, you can take my bike, whatever. And then Jeremiah's like, even from a young age, being like, she's too slow and whatever.
Everything that we've seen about Jeremiah as kids do not align with like how he has expressed his feelings towards Belly, like about Belly for his whole life. Because he's kind of like, Conrad's always ignored her, I've always been like pining after kind of thing. Whereas all these flashbacks show Conrad helping her and him and being there for her,
not being even interested.
Taking the muffin away from her, running, you know what I'm saying? All those things. It's just
messing
fascinating
around.
To me. Whenever he pushes her and lets whatever she says, don't let go. And he said, I won't.
That's like foreshadowing. I'm sorry, that
was intentional.
Also see on the train, Steven runs into Denise, sit by each other. They are catching a small little vibe.
I got the vibe. I caught the vibe. The sickness. They're cute. So I don't know how they're gonna end that after it does start. If they are, him and Steven, like at this point, I'm like, I know. they give good vibes. Like, what's gonna be the thing there? Steven just like is with Taylor and is like, no, this is it. I guess because that's how it was in the first season. Him and Shayla were fine.
We haven't really seen Taylor and Steven do anything really.
No, they were cute though whenever they did interact at the front, like the one of the first scenes.
Yeah,
I think you could just like there is that invisible string like
I'm
them.
Still Sailor.
Belly also goes to the bakery, which
I love this scene.
I do too. I just think it's such an important scene for so many reasons. And there are some things that I didn't catch on our first watch. Well, I did, but I guess I didn't like really pinpoint them as super important. She goes in there. She says, do you guys have like the whatever? She clearly like doesn't know much about like the cake world or the wedding world. And she doesn't care.
She is not interested. She's just trying to get her errands done at this point. Like,
check it off the list.
I mean, who knows what she's 20 in this?
Yes.
Who knows about how much cakes are?
Yep.
I mean, come on.
No, and she doesn't, like, the girl asks her, like, what percent cacao? And she's like, I think 70. Like, she just doesn't know. I don't think she cared to know. It's obviously for her boyfriend. She says boyfriend.
My boyfriend had his heart set on like a...
I just thought that was interesting. My boyfriend has his heart set on this cake.
Yep. Set on his two-tiered dark chocolate cake with a raspberry cooling filling with a mirrored glaze on top. 70% cacao.
There should never be a sentence that long that a man is saying.
What? How do you know that much about cakes?
$750.
No, baby.
Get real. And I don't like that when she texts him, she's like, hey, do you have time to talk about this cake situation? And he's like, nope.
Yeah. He's literally like, no, can't dealing something with her for my dad.
Okay, if Belly had a TikTok and she was talking about the situation and she was just in passing, like vlogging her day, and she's like, I just went to the cake shop and I didn't know anything about that, but my boyfriend really, or my fiance, whatever, really wants this cake. And I tried to text him. He didn't answer. He was busy. And so he said, just deal with it. I think that the girlies would come for her in the comments and be like,
so. Being
like, red flag, run the other way.
It's so true. They would hate him.
I don't know.
Speaking of the devil, next scene is Jeremiah talks to Adam. Not adding up. He says, I don't like this in the workspace. This was giving Adam's true colors. He says, Denise should have taken care of that before she left.
Misogynist. Why couldn't Steven?
No, that's
why
what
not
I'm saying.
Steven?
And
if
that
like
took me a long time to even like notice.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying.
It's just a little light mention.
It's a light mention. We are to Conrad. And
where is he even going? What did he say? I don't even know where he was meant to be going.
I'm like, what choice of destination? Where are you going?
Right. And to me, I think he was out there looking for Belly.
Yeah.
Because one of you guys said he had his seats already down while he was like,
good point.
Found her.
I thought the same thing. Like, how convenient that the seats are down.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So it's like he didn't get out and do that. And Belly, I think, was like a little annoyed at Conrad, to be honest. I don't think that Belly, again, is picking up on why Conrad has been distant with her.
And being like that in general.
Like getting it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason.
I know.
And whenever he like comes
and
grabs the things, she kind of, I know that also just happened at the cake shop. She's bummed. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it's like, yeah, all of the above.
But I also think she's kind of, because even whenever he was like, can you just take when I get back? She was kind of just like offended and like
just isn't like getting why you're being like that.
Yes.
And
it's very clear.
Yes.
And then he did the big power alpha move. Like, this is what I'm saying.
And she's just kind of sassy. She's like, you're busy, remember? I'll bike.
Mm-hmm.
And he says the seats are down. Take the bags. I'll take the bike. Yeah.
He grabs that bike.
And let me say, that's a top scene for me.
Really? It got you flustered?
Yeah.
It's like, ooh. You know what I mean? It's just like one of those things just like.
Again, I think it's with the tension. It's like,
yes.
I think I just like that. I like it from a male character, maybe. Like,
I agree.
Watching it, even when we see Michael's, he does it again with like a little Bella Hadid moment.
Yeah. You know what I was also thinking? Also in that bike scene, people were pointing out that the bikes that are next to them are the same bikes as the flashback that we literally just saw.
Just grown up, like the adult versions. And I think
same
that's
colors,
so cool.
I keep trying to look for Jenny Han and her like cameo.
She isn't.
And she's not in it yet, but she said she has two, like a different one too. And let me set the scene. I was driving yesterday. I was listening to Despacito, and I was literally like, "What if I had this vision?" Okay,
Despacito's in it.
No, that's just like what inspired this thought. Okay, and I was like, "What if Jenny Han's cameo is her in the audience of Conrad and Belly's wedding at the end?" What? Do you think that's not a possibility?
I think it's possible. Maybe she'll be in Paris too.
Despacito. That's what maybe I could see that. Like at
a French
she should be like the waitress.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying.
At the French thing pouring their wine. I was gonna say in a beret, but I know you guys in France don't wear berets.
What?
Berets.
Oh.
What? But then I was gonna say she was gonna be in a beret pouring the wine, but I was like, no, I know that's too on the nose. I don't want to offend any French people listening. Like, I know you guys don't wear berets.
And then we get the stamp scene at the car. This is like one of my, you said the flower shop, which is another good one. I think I've been waiting for this one. This has always been like a good
from
scene
the book
because of how far it goes in like their conversation and how good their conversations are.
He does such a great job of yearning and pining after her and like visibly like being obsessed, but also still holding enough together to just be like showing us like their friend connection.
Yeah, he can still be civil and like
and like just talk like a normal person, and like you can see them really having those again friend moments.
Conversations, just we don't see things like that where with Jeremiah.
Oh, what did he say? I was such a nerd or a geek?
Yeah, God, I was a geek. No, you weren't. I had a vintage encyclopedia obsession. And there's yeah, you were definitely a geek. I'll take it back.
See, and I like a geek. I don't love a dork.
There's a big difference,
right?
We hear Conrad's point of view thoughts in this scene. Belly says, "Can we just go to one more place? Like, it's fine."
Yeah.
And Conrad's thoughts are, "Just say no. You can do it. Please." Then he says, "Yeah, no problem." And then he says, "Weakling."
Weakling. Again, that's all it takes is really for her to ask a question. He's just like, "Don't do it." Okay, fine. Okay, fine.
And he's like not even mad. He's just like, "Yeah, no problem."
Again, because it's this fight. It's like he wants to be around her. There's literally this. It's almost not even an invisible string at this point. It's a goddamn rope that you're gonna about to see. Like it genuinely. Yeah. He cannot not want to be, he like doesn't want to be around her only because he wants to be around her so much.
Yes, it's
like torture,
inner conflict,
right?
And I think that's why I love this episode. We see it so well.
It's like you could reach out and grab it. You know that one emoji I have, that sticker on my phone, like that. That's how I feel for this.
Yeah,
you know, and it just is. It's so tangible.
Conrad obviously sees it. It's just Belly that is not seeing
it.
And
the thing is, in defense of Belly, I genuinely think it's just because she takes things such for face value. I think she just didn't think that Conrad was actually like, again, with the whole "I thought you knew" thing. I think she's just so oblivious to everything that Conrad feels. Like, unless it's said to her directly, she doesn't believe it, kind of thing. Or doesn't even like cross her mind.
Like, I think at this point too, she just doesn't even think it's a possibility that like she's marrying Jeremiah and Conrad could maybe be
interested in her still. Yes, even 4 years later. I think after in her head, it's like been so long. Why would he still like? He hasn't said anything, and he told me that one day.
Yeah, and she's just trying to be civil with him, like as a normal brother-in-law. Situation.
Right. And then we go to the florist shop, which also, again,
it's a good one.
It's a good one because we get the girl thinking that they're about to be married, or that's the groom. It's like, how do you? Come on, you walk in there looking like a cute ass motherfucking couple, and you don't think that she's going to be like, "You two? Oh, we're just doing hydrangeas now." And Jeremiah's like, What? I told you I wanted English Edith roses climbing the rose tower,
the ivies all over the backyard.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and Belly is so bothered. And he like pulls her aside. I think that's why I love the scene too so much.
It's so tender.
It's so sweet and
gentle.
And like, again, if we're comparing the brothers here, Jeremiah would be like, "We'll Klarna it, Bells." Yeah. Why are we Klarnaing a cake?
Why? You're there with the more rational brother where he's like, "Girl, just, it's fine. Like, don't do this. This is stupid." Because it is stupid.
It's like he's flowers for a day. He's like, okay, what if you just use my mom's hydrangeas?
Yeah, and
he's like has this full like
epiphany of like, let's just do this, or like this push to just fix it and
yes,
ideas.
And that feels like a real grown up, adult, mature response to the situation of being like,
agree.
You can still have flowers.
Is that okay?
Thanks for your time.
Is that okay?
Yes.
Like he said it so tenderly.
It's just so natural coming from him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that to me is art. That's why I love this scene.
Yep.
I just love him.
Yep.
I forget he's not real.
And then can I just say, like, there's a comfort that Conrad brings to Belly in general, where she's just like, okay, yeah, like, you know what I mean, even though she doesn't know, but it's like you can see it.
Yes. And I think that's why we're liking Belly this episode.
Yes,
because we didn't like her until the end scene when Jeremiah comes. Just by the way.
Yes, exactly. That's then all of a sudden,
yes, that's where she gets like annoying again. Conrad and Belly are in the car after. Belly is sighing. Conrad is feeling bad. He's doing what Conrad does for Belly again. You're not going to eat cupcakes? And the scene is really cute, too. He's like, Isabel Conklin not excited to eat cupcakes? Who are you?
Who are you?
And he's so good. And, like, also the eyes. Yes. This is the start of the peach scene, by the way.
It doesn't start at the peach scene. It starts here.
It starts here. He's, like, already, like... No, eat another cupcake.
Like, if you didn't, like, know the story, you would think that he has, like, a food kink. I think he's just so in awe of getting to, like, watch her do anything.
He just, like, is, like, devouring it, and I think that's the beauty of things, of, like, she's just acting like her ex-crush is not near her. She's just Belly. Oh, yeah, that too. He says,
while staring into her soul. I like it. I don't care. Again, these people on, like, the Jeremiah, like, stands that are, like, going against it. I'm like,
how can you be against that? And I also think it's a really funny thing that Jeremiah calls, and he's so sassy to Belly.
Okay.
This is my rant. This is what I forgot earlier.
Yeah.
I said it was another thing, but this is it. We get Willy Wonka on the phone, okay? On speaker through Conrad's
and this is
car,
his picture?
by the way. This is the picture, and if we go back to Belly's picture of Conrad, it's a beautiful picture, just saying. It made me mad because of how Jeremiah talks to Belly in it, and I think it's interesting to point out that he talks to Belly like that, not knowingly that Conrad's there. I think that's the whole point of this.
Oh, for sure.
Because we then see him later, and he's very chipper, wanting to show Belly off when he's talking to her in the car like that.
Yes.
It's not like bad. It's just like he's being a diva, sassy.
It's just like, it's not gentle in the slightest. Like you said, mansplaining this order. You can't take this out of this, whatever. You know what I'm saying? What is it?
That's the whole point of 70% cacao or whatever. It goes with the milk chocolate or whatever. And then that's the part I really like too, is that Belly wants to laugh about it with Conrad.
Right. Because it's like, it's so laughable.
Like, you're so fucking over stupid. It, and that to me shows everything I need to know that they're gonna, if like, they're on the same page about this stupid cake, bro.
It's the crash out herd all the way to Mexico. Okay? They can hear him ranting and raving. This is the sound that they hear through the ocean's waves.
Cacao is the bean. It's what chocolate is made of. Look, the whole flavor profile depends on the bitterness of the dark chocolate.
He's talking to Belly like this at work.
Thank you.
He couldn't even sing happy birthday to her that day.
Right. Oh! That works. You just know, Jeremiah, he cannot sing along to The Giver by Chappell Roan.
No.
And that's what I said. I wonder if Jeremiah knows that Conrad was with Belly, because my thing is, I think that if he knew Conrad was sitting right there listening to him, his little tone would change.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
I think it would
really
be
believe that.
And we see that. Technically, they haven't talked all night from what we've seen until he comes home, honey, I'm home.
Right.
And he's very chipper in front of Conrad.
And didn't know they were spending the whole day together. And that's what I'm saying. Because in front of Conrad, it's all, whatever you want, Bells.
Hi, Bells.
Hi, Bells. You said we each get one thing. That was my one thing.
Which is not even true. So he's gotten the cake, the venue. Well, we see later on the venue.
Devastating to see how upset Belly was after that too, because it's she doesn't even defend herself.
I know, that's
in a way.
That's why I think it hurts to watch so much, because I'm like,
stand up.
She just doesn't have it in her yet.
You have to empathize for that as well. Like I know that, but it's so hard to watch that when she doesn't want it. She's trying her very best.
Conrad really also in this scene helps. It's saying don't even worry about delivery. I'll get the flowers.
Yep. And you just get it. The one whatever. Thing I'll go pick everything up. Like I'll do it for you. And you can see like Belly literally looking at him like thankful. And I just think she like that moment is like one of the like moments that leads up to her really like that I've really, like I mentioned, been trying to give Jeremiah grace throughout this entire thing. I really have, you guys. Ultimately, I know the ending. I know that it's not going to change. I really have faith in my heart. I know Jenny. I know my Jenny.
I know she would not, especially not here, not now.
Yeah, and I don't like mansplainers.
It's like our worst nightmare.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like a male manipulator. I don't like somebody who is cocky, but then also blatantly insecure around different people. I hate that combo. It is lethal. He is giving off Joe Rogan watcher vibes, who bets on Jake Paul fights. Just saying.
Him and Redbird for sure.
He doesn't care about what she wants
at all.
It shows. I also love it. He just, again, he just takes charge, Conrad, with the whole, like, how they're, you know, again, the inner feelings of going to Michael's. She says she doesn't even have to ask him for that. He just gives it up without anything. He's like, all right, let's go to Michael's.
Yeah, on that, he says, like, yeah, let's just go to Michael's. Like, he's just trying to be there for her.
Just like,
and
yes.
Not only does he do that, he starts the car engine for her.
I thought it was so hot.
Here you go. That was hot.
That was a good scene.
That was a good love. Yeah. Everything about that. Like, how can you not like Conrad?
I don't get it.
He says, yeah, the roof will be there tomorrow and these coupons expire. At least he gets it. Someone gets it.
Right. The damn girl wanted to use her coupons. Let her use her fucking coupons.
And that's my point on why Jeremiah doesn't think it's a big deal that he's just gonna stay at work. Yeah. Big ball it. Like, he's asked to be at work. He knows these coupons expire, bro. Jeremiah's in the office with Adam. Adam is praising Jeremiah. Belly's a lucky girl, he says. He keeps the loft clean. He's praising Jeremiah. He's saying, like,
this was so weird.
It was, like, really weird. And again, we have to go back to earlier times when we just saw Adam talk to Conrad on the phone and him, you know, giving him the go.
Yes.
However, it was weird that he was so nice to him, being like, you keep the loft clean. Not only is he supporting it, he's actually going to buy it all. And on top of that, Kaylee will be helping with his plan. And I will also be at, like, the country club and with all my business associates.
My thing is, I think Jeremiah in that moment knows Belly doesn't want that and can't stand up to his dad because his dad's offering this up, and he's like, oh, he just can't wait for his approval. Like, he's just like foaming at the mouth.
Yes, needs it. Where again, Conrad doesn't care about it. He knows it in the bigger picture in life. You don't need it.
And I wonder if Jeremiah's opinion on his dad would change if he knew about the Kaylee stuff. Like, if, like, let's say that were to have changed at all and that he knew, I wonder if it would change at all, like, his point of view on his dad at all. But I just don't think so because, again, he's a cheater too. So I don't have faith that would. But
I agree.
Nonetheless, it's just interesting to me that he couldn't just be like, I'm so grateful that you're supportive over it. Like, but Belly really wants to have it at the house.
And we'll
make it really cute. Yeah, like, it'll be fine. No, he can't do that. Which is just, again, such a red flag. I also thought it was interesting that he was highlighting that Jeremiah is, like, cleanly and stuff, where again, I don't think this has happened in the show, but it's in the book where Jeremiah is messy, Conrad's clean. You know what I mean? Like, Belly makes that distinction.
Yes,
like,
and now we're hearing it about Jeremiah,
that he's clean. I wonder if he would be that clean if it were with Belly.
Right.
Or is it just because he has to impress his dad?
Exactly.
But I'm smiling right now because I know the next scene, you guys. Don't you call him baby. So many people that are so, like, I know the Harry's, I already know, like, I've been a directioner since, before birth, but I think it's funny to go on Twitter and be like, what do you guys all know about Cherry? I'm like, do you know Harry Styles is, like, #1 in the fucking world?
#1 and
it's
Harry
Styles? I thought it was just funny.
Because I kept seeing that on Twitter too. I'm like, because they're like, recite Cherry then.
But you know what? I do get that because, like, again, when people, like, are talking about the 1975 songs, I'm like, you guys don't fucking get this one.
You don't know
I do.
Like
so I get it. I get it. Even with the show, I get it.
Top tier choice. I have been saying this. We've been saying this. I think any Harry Styles song fits them.
She called it. You guys saw it in the reaction. I don't know about this one.
I swear I've been saying it though for weeks. Like, I've been saying Harry Styles, any of these songs, and finally we got it playing on the radio, and I'll take it as a win.
I agree.
And I love this conversation too in the car.
It's one of the trailer scenes too.
Yes.
Which we love, like, collecting little trailer scenes. I feel like we have a lot of the scenes so far from the trailer.
Yeah.
Like, a lot.
We're getting a lot done. I really like this, again, with the intellectual conversations, what I was saying earlier, how deep cut they are compared to Jeremiah and her. We're seeing that now. Of like, even when they're not even on good terms, they can still have these conversations.
Yes.
Where Belly's saying her major is sports psychology. Conrad says, by the way, I'm in therapy for panic attacks. He's like, yeah, let me tell you.
Well, I just
because you're gonna like this.
Yes. Yes. First of all, like, ooh, look at. But also, I think it's interesting because I wonder if he's opened up like that to anybody else. Obviously, like, trusts Belly so much. And I think it's so beautiful that he, like, felt compelled to tell her that and, like, open up about that and be like, hey, I'm, like, taking care of this thing, you know? And I also think she was just so, like, shocked by it. Again, like, kind of what you were saying, like, oh, like, he, again, even if it's subconsciously, like, this guy takes care of himself.
That's just another,
that is a green flag.
Yes, it's another thing checking off the green flag list.
That's
like,
what I mean.
Oh, you go to therapy too?
Oh, okay.
And you wear a watch?
Yes. And they can relate on those fronts as well.
Yes. I mean, he even says it in here. In his point of view thoughts, he's saying, like, I've always been, like, very trying to be strong in front of Belly. Yes. He doesn't like to come off
like
weak. Then he's like, I'm just gonna tell her. So,
yeah, I love that. I think that is a strength.
I do, and I also do love it in general to put in a TV show that the male leading character is going to therapy. Important.
Lola said that too, that she thinks it's really important for young guys to see this as well, like whether it's a brother watching it, whether it's his sister, whatever, to see that on screen. I think that's great.
It's normalized.
Yes,
being normalized. So anyway.
Yep.
Anyway.
And then also we got the thing where he is like, but you still bite your nails. And she's like, you don't miss a thing. And I was waiting for that.
And again, I love that line, the you don't miss a thing, because I just think it shows their growth from everything from season 1. In the first episode, they're in the pool and he's smoking and he's like, you memorize everything I do. And I just think it's funny because that's my favorite scene of, like, all time, I think.
Yes. And then it's flipped on its back.
Yeah, where it's like now he's memorizing. He's like, you have heels.
Oh my God.
And she's like, I'm a lady. She's just playing it cool.
Yes. But I think in her head she's like, oh, he noticed. Like, he noticed that I was wearing heels.
Belly's understanding that he's noticing.
I would be like, oh, like you feel seen by somebody.
Yes. And she's wanted that from Conrad specifically.
Yes.
Her entire life.
I also think that that's like a little niblet into the Conrad point of view that was in the book for that scene at the ceremony, where you see him be like, she like looks so grown up and she's wearing these heels and I almost didn't recognize her until I saw the bandage on her, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like we didn't get that in this because we saw obviously like everything that happened, but I thought it was interesting that was still a kind of like paying homage almost to it, or just like a little piece of it.
I agree.
In it, and I loved that.
He's noticing, and he's also not even like scared to say it. He's like, I've noticed everything you've done.
That's the funny thing. He's just like open with it. He doesn't give a fuck.
I just love this episode. I like as I learn everything.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is a good episode.
I know.
And again, Cherry lyrics are don't you call him baby. We're not talking lately. You guys know this. Don't you call him what you used to call me. I confess. Okay. I can't tell you you are your best. I'm selfish, so I'm hating it. I noticed that there's a piece of you in how I dress.
And if you don't know also the Cherry lore, because that's like what the big thing is, why Cherry is such an important song in this moment. The song Cherry is about Kemi Rowe, which is Harry Styles' ex-girlfriend, and it was like oh my God. I loved that relationship.
I still love her.
I do too. Her voice is the one that's actually in the song where she's like cuckoo, whatever. I don't know what she says, but it's in French. Okay, Camille speaks French. Her name is French. Cherry, which in French is like Sherry, is a French term of endearment as well. So it's like just that overall vibe of the song, and it's like a very much so. To me, Cherry has always been like a longing song. It's like a nostalgic, almost petty in a way, like territorial,
and missing everything about that person.
Yes,
even the lyric, I didn't say that one. I just miss your accent and your friends. Did you know I still talk to them?
Yeah, and like don't you call him baby? Don't you call him what you used to call me?
Like you can't move on from it. And just watching someone else have another relationship, like that's the song.
Yeah, you see somebody with somebody new, and it's just like
that feeling,
almost like deja vu. It's
so true.
It's in that same vein to me.
I agree.
You know, like you see somebody with somebody new.
Comparing.
So that's kind of like the context of why it makes so much sense to be specifically with Conrad and Belly.
I love it.
The fact that we were like listening to it through the radio, I loved even more. That it wasn't just like playing. It was literally like they were listening to it.
Who put that on? Who had Ox?
Who had Ox?
Probably Conrad.
Right.
Steven and Denise on the train. This is more so where they catch a little flirt vibe, deep conversation. Steven's talking about his accident, saying like, I almost died last week.
Yeah, I love how vulnerable and comfortable he felt with Denise.
Yeah, and
to say that,
I think that's where Denise like really looked at him as outside of a coworker, maybe. Not that I don't think she has, but like I think she really
definitely
felt that more.
I mean, yeah, you kind of connect with somebody on a different level at that point, and it's like, oh,
good thing Jenny Han never put Joanne Fabrics in the book, because
imagine it was actually meant to be Joanne. Don't even remind me that Joanne's isn't a thing and I have to go to Michael's.
They're at Michael's. And Conrad helps Billy pick out things.
And I think that it was just so, I loved how it started off with, again, this happens in the book where she was kind of all giddy and she's like, which one do you like better? And he's like, I don't know, like you can see how flustered he gets. And it's even more so like, you see it here than when you're reading the book, where he's flustered and he's like, I don't know, the big one. And she is like, that's what I was thinking too. And she's so giddy about it. And then he, like what he says, I almost forgot that it wasn't me that she was marrying.
Yes, for a second I forgot.
Yes.
And
I think that's just so huge and so pivotal.
I think it's huge too. Like, again, that's like a grown up conversation. Like, you know when you picture someone like going to the grocery store with, it's like, like that too, that part.
It's like, oh, I am doing this with you, but we're not getting what I want out of this. Like, I'm helping you live my dream through somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So messed up.
Meta.
If anyone wants to linger in some grocery aisles with me, speaking of, we see Linger by Royal Otis in the scene, and I love it. Anyways, that's a little bit after, but like, we also see him slide through the cart next to Ellie. More tension. That's a top tier scene for me.
Those kind of scenes, even in like smut books and stuff, like those are like even sexier to me than like the other scenes.
Yes, and the way they did that was so well done.
Where he just scoots past. It's like he didn't have to do that. Okay, he could have gone all the way around, but he did that.
And you know, Belly felt that. She was kind of like, she didn't want to look, but no, she felt that.
She wasn't just like oblivious to it.
Belly's also so cute in the scene. She's so happy. That's her smiling with the sunflower, being like, pretty.
Yeah,
that was a really good scene for me.
Yeah, and I think it's important to remember, or like really realize how this scene looks when you're looking at it. Like, it's so bright and it's so beautiful. She's literally glowing.
Yes.
Okay, in the light, smiling and laughing. It's literally like a commercial. Okay.
Yes, so happy and giddy.
And I think it's important just to note that, again, this is how Conrad sees her. This is how Conrad is seeing this moment. This is how it's happening through his eyes.
It's almost like he just forgets that he is there with her, but they're not getting married.
Belly kind of had to be put down on earth, where he was like, how long is this going to take? You know, because he got all flustered and he was like, fuck, like, what? Like, I got to get out of this
Like,
situation.
he's kind of freaking out, and then he
upsetting
feels,
him.
Yes.
And she's like, like, whatever. Like, understandably, you know what I'm saying? It is brash. And again, she's not recognizing and realizing, even if she should, that this would be hard for him.
Yes, he's not. You know, she's not getting it. She's just kind of is thinking like, he probably just doesn't want to be here. She even says like, I know this is lame.
Yes.
The way he flips, he's like, you know what? Never mind. Let's go look at the flowers.
Well, we're already here. We came all this way. Yeah, and then he starts going full throttle and just doing,
because
like,
he just feels bad in every way. That's what I'm saying. He's fighting these demons off.
Yep.
Because Belly smiles and he's all over it.
And it literally is the song, you know I'm such a fool for you. Got me wrapped around your finger.
You know when you're obsessed with a song
to let it linger,
and then you see like a really good edit or in this case in an episode, and
it just like clicks and it's like, wait, that couldn't be more perfect.
It couldn't be more perfect, and then you have to listen to it 100 times a day. That's where I'm at with Linger by like that. It was everything.
And then they're in the car and Connor's driving and he's not looking at the road because he's looking at her.
Eyes on the road.
Eyes on the road, mister. Like, seriously, this is crazy because it's just, again, I think this is like the utmost yearning scene.
Yeah, this one's pretty crazy. But, this one's up there though.
It's really revving us up. It's edging us, shall I say.
From the other car scene too, that starts there with the cupcake.
Yes, like, seriously.
And like her just like being so free out the window. For as long as I've known her, I've struggled with looking weak in front of Belly. When we were kids, my mom would say she looked at me like I hung in the moon. It was dumb, but I tried to be that person for her. Maybe that was my mistake.
Yep. The Paris thing keeps coming up, and it's such a very big point in all of these episodes.
This one she's either going, not going. Yes.
This one where she's realizing like kind of has these experiences outside of like, you know, his hometown, and him moving across and having these like,
it's going into her brain,
her head, things where it's like, oh, like there's more to the world, you know?
Yeah.
And her being like, I haven't had that feeling before. Yeah. It's recognizing, and it's, I think in her head, she's being like, I wish I was going, in a way.
I think so. And I think we also see Conrad's opinion on it or take on it, being like,
you can always go next year.
You can always go where Jeremiah's like pulling her from it.
For sure, where he's
I know Conrad doesn't know the whole story or whatever.
I feel like there's almost something missing here, because it's like, the last I thought, Conrad knew that she was going, or thought that she was going at the table. The Laurel said, you know, she's going to Paris. So I'm like, did they have like did he find out she's not going to Paris or something? But then she's saying, for a second, I thought I was going. So it's like
she's telling him,
but he doesn't. I don't know. There's just like
you're right.
There's like a little bit of a disconnect there, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Belly says like you need to fix your hero complex. Which remember what complex she told Jeremiah in like a few seasons ago?
Wait a second. Wait, what was it? Inferiority complex.
Yes.
She.
I'm just saying.
Just saying. So they both have complexes, but they are different complexes,
but they're different.
Baby.
And like, I think that's true colors being like how she sees them.
Yes. All of these things that she's talking about and says these things about Jeremiah, it's like, do you actually really like Jeremiah? Do you like really love him?
We all had a relationship like that. Keys? You know?
Yeah, but
where you're just everything's going wrong and you're like, yeah, I love you.
And then of course she's hungry and
she's hungry and then
just foaming at the mouth for food.
And then they just conveniently drive by Peaches.
Oh.
And
Peaches?
While Belly's literally like, I'm hungry.
Oh.
That's her famous last word. Because after this, she's done. Yeah.
You guys, I'm so flustered even thinking about it. I need like one of those vintage fans because also we have the annotated scripts here. Jenny Han herself sent them over.
Yeah, thanks, Jenny.
She wrote down a bunch of things and it made the peach scene even sweeter. Again, we have to, I keep emphasizing this, but this is from Conrad's point of view. This is the way Conrad saw this moment. It's so cinematic. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen ever. Okay?
Like ever. Raise a hand if you were, if you blushed. You don't have to feel guilty.
I did more than blush, but...
Oh, I don't think they would ever mess the scene up, but I'm so happy that they did it in a way that I've always pictured it.
Oh my God. It's like even better than I pictured it. Yes. Genuinely. That's the thing.
I can't get over it.
They didn't rush it.
No.
They really didn't rush it, which is a good thing.
I love it.
It felt so necessary. Again, as somebody, it's such a big thing in the book as well, because you guys will see in our predictions for next episode why this scene is so pivotal, but it really is where Belly is literally face to face with the reality of the situation in a way where her brain is like,
yes,
chemically changed forever.
Because again, if we talk about her face value, what she looks at, what she grasps with the world, like she
has to have it really in front of her.
And she finally got it.
Because it was literally word for word, okay, you guys? And let's see. We walk up to the peach stand, of course. Belly's grabbing a peach. Pays her little $1 for the peach. Jenny said, we rescheduled this shoot 3 times because we were waiting for the flowers to bloom. Thank God they did. Which in the background, you can see the flowers. It's so pretty.
So pretty.
So I think, I love how much care and effort that they put into that. Like, that's like big to you know what I mean? For 3 times.
Yes.
Moments later, Day's golden hour, which this whole episode has been golden hour, by the way.
All of it.
For the only time, just saying, Conrad's point of view.
There was also a lot of concern about whether the peaches would be ripe enough, so she ate 8 peaches that day just to test the level of their juice.
Which also I saw in their behind the scenes today, they injected the peaches with more like simple syrup to make them even like juicier.
I was wondering.
Yeah, and Lola had it like running down. It was like all over her. It was crazy.
That's crazy.
I know.
It's so cool.
Because like the fruit stand is what?
I just love seeing these. I just love seeing the behind the scenes.
I do too. It's like actually
even just this.
I can't wait to see the bloopers, you guys.
They're gonna be.
I'm a blooper whore.
Me too.
We had a very tight window to film the sun setting behind her. Our DP drove at sunset multiple times to check the location of the sun so we could nail the timing. These are the important things. It's kind of like not even like what they're saying. It's like the feeling. That's what I think is so important about these things, is because it's really showing you what we saw, but what they were meant to act like.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Like amused. He watches her as she closes her eyes, inhales the fragrance, and takes a big bite. The setting sun lights a halo around her as peach juice runs down her chin. Pulp drips all over her hands. He's no longer smiling or removed. He can't take his eyes off of her.
Which she literally says the direction I gave Chris was to memorize her in this moment. Like, and literally. That he did. He, like... Oh my gosh.
Yep. And she says, I asked Lola to eat like nobody's watching, just to be free and enjoy this simple pleasure just for yourself.
So good.
Which she did. And again, it's important because there's so much, like, again, more so like the Jeremiah people being like, this is so cringy. Like
I know. I've seen a lot. No. For some reason on my feed, you're going to...
The fuck off my feed.
You're gonna say on my own For You page,
yes,
you don't get the peach scene. It's not for you then.
Xnade. This is why I keep saying it's Conrad's point of view. He is watching her as if this is like the most beautiful sight he's ever seen. Her enjoy this peach,
and that's the point.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody actually like eats a. I mean, actually, I kind of do, but maybe a normal person wouldn't.
But like that's the fun part with it of like having someone watch you so deeply. Is. Like even this comment, someone commented on our video, they said this whole peach thing is like a funny replacement sex scene for adults,
exactly,
or for young adults, and that's the point, is like how intimate it feels,
exactly,
to have someone like only have their eyes on you in a different way.
Yes, for sure, I agree.
That's why I love it so much.
I agree. What she says has a lot of meaning, double meaning in my opinion. Like this is the perfect peach. I almost don't want to have another one because there's no way it can be as good. Okay, and then what does Conrad say? Let's test it out. I mean, that parallels the entirety of their relationship in a way.
Yeah, let's just go for it.
If we're really going to draw the lines out, you know? She looks more beautiful than even in his memory.
It's so sweet.
Okay?
And then he says, was it as good?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, actually.
Actually, it was.
Thank you.
And actually, it would be, you know? And before he can stop himself, he reaches out and wipes her chin with the bottom of his shirt. It maybe is the most intimate thing he's ever done or anyone has ever done to her, just in those few seconds.
Which is from the book. She says that.
So I wonder if we're going to get her saying that in the next episode.
I wonder.
Or not.
Conrad reached out and wiped my chin with his shirt. It was maybe the most intimate thing anyone has ever done to me. I felt lightheaded, unsteady on my feet. It was all in the way he looked at me, just those few seconds. Then he dropped his eyes like the sun was too bright behind me. I stepped aside from him and said, I'm going to buy more for Jer. Good idea. I'll go wait for you in the car. I was shaking as I piled peaches into a plastic bag. Just one look, one touch from him, and I was shaking. It was madness. I was marrying his brother. Back in the car, I didn't speak. I couldn't even if I wanted to, and I don't have the words. In the quiet of the air conditioning car, the silence between us felt bearingly loud, so I rolled down my window and fixed my eyes on all the moving objects on my side.
That's crazy because it's also like, that's the thing. I don't know that we're probably going to get her to say like that because first of all, it's in the script to feel like that. And it's also like, you don't even need her to say that to know that. They acted that out so well. Like after
he walked away
and she's still like in disbelief.
She's kind of like,
what the fuck just happened? I would be shaking.
And she literally was. She said she was like, she's about to faint.
Yes.
And she didn't even touch him.
Like at all. She's so confused. And that's what Jenny says. What makes this moment so intimate is their connection. It's all in the eyes. Okay? Whatever I was imagining was happening here was only in my head. She and Jer, that's the reality. And where he kind of like, again, gets pushed into reality. But the scene was supposed to end at Chris's face as he walked away. But I let the take go on longer when I saw Lola's face as she bagged the peaches. We, the audience, are now privy to some inner conflict that Conrad, our narrator, is not like, he doesn't see her having this conflict. He doesn't see her flustered. Mm-hmm. He is walking away and she's visibly flustered. Do you know what I'm saying? In his head, he's like, oh shit, like I went too far.
Yes.
I almost did something that I shouldn't have. And she's probably like, what the fuck are you doing?
And like, I also don't want you. Like,
not even thinking like that.
Yeah.
All day long, Conrad has been wrestling with himself to be this close to her. He can't help himself. It makes him happy to make her happy. Which, yeah, of course. Again, I'm a giver.
Also in an interview, Chris Briney says, I think that Conrad loses touch with what is correct. I think puts himself in a sort of dangerous place, which...
That is dangerous.
Exactly.
Yes. That seems so important. We were just waiting for it for so long. So long. But in our prediction for the next episode, if she were to have this like dialogue where we hear it or not, or even if it's not spoken and we see her like washing the peaches and her like kind of like dazing out, that's kind of what happens in the book next, where she's washing these peaches and that's when she's like...
Even more on that, we kind of, in another scene coming up, her take on feeling guilty too. With the surf scene. And it's kind of similar but different. Of her taking care of him and her feeling guilty this time.
Yes.
Which is going to be so good.
Yup. It was way less glamorous than it looked. There were gnats flying around and it was even in my mouth while we filmed it. It was really showed Conrad's care for Belly in the moment, wiping her mouth because there were no napkins, not because it was a romantic move, like just like caring for her.
Conrad doesn't say a lot, so you have to play a lot with his eyes and little expressions. And I love doing that because it adds layer of subtlety.
Oh, and then what song was playing? Wild Horses, the Rolling Stones. Yeah. Hello, you want to know the lyrics?
Another timeless song, by the way. Another
Graceless
one.
lady, you know who I am. You know I can't let you slide through my hands. What the fuck? Wild horses couldn't drag me away. Wild horses couldn't drag me away. I watched you suffer a dull aching pain. I know I dreamed you. A sin and a lie. It's crazy the pulls that they're doing, like with these songs where it's
so literal.
The lyrics are so, it's so like to these moments.
That's why I really need to like deep dive on who is in charge of songs and everything. I want to pick their brain because of how good. I think it's my dream job.
Yeah. Right.
Speaking of sin and guilty, I think we're gonna get guilty of sin. Like, I think
you think it's coming.
I'm predicting that right now.
Yeah.
Because of the Jenny Han saying like, just wait for Taylor Swift songs. That to me, like, and knowing that they put "False God" in an episode already, the best Taylor Swift song.
Oh, for sure.
How sexy it is, and how I know Jenny gets down like that.
Yeah, she does get down like that.
That to me is saying she also knows about guilty of sin.
Oh my God. Of course. I'm sure, dude. I just really do believe that because if there is one song, especially like at the moment we are right now with Belly and Conrad,
it's
like
the perfect setup.
Especially for this, it's like we're a broken record with this one, but it's like they say there's no such thing as bad thoughts, only your actions talk. Like, I feel so guilty even though nothing happened. I didn't cheat. I didn't do anything, but it feels that way.
And that's so Belly right now, and I don't know exactly when the right moment it will be, but I know if they use it, it's going to be perfect.
For sure.
When they use it.
Then Conrad and Belly get home. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. She's standing in the door. She opens it. So we were both kind of like, when I remember watching it, I was like, this is so, it seems so out of place for this show for some reason. But again, we're seeing it through through Conrad. So through that lens, I understand it, where he's just like, it's so romanticized. Do you know what I'm saying? Everything.
Yes.
And so her opening that, but I did see another theory. Do you have it?
Oh, Sabrina?
Yeah, Sabrina.
And I will never, never again run away from life. Or from love either.
Yes. In the movie Sabrina with Audrey Hepburn, it like basically looks just like how they set that up.
Yes, and I think they're doing that, prompting to a Paris look or Paris scene, because that is like the perfect. Imagine the Eiffel Tower behind her. That's like,
you're so right.
The parallel.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they're hinting at, that she is going to. And I also do think it's interesting because Belly kind of flips up her hair like this.
I know, like, again, that doesn't... Oh, go on.
I think in the book, she cuts her hair in Paris. And, like, to me, that shows that, like, she's going to go to Paris and cut her hair. Yeah. And Conrad's going to be looking after her.
Oh, you're so right.
I don't know, because I just think they're setting it up where we can get a really crispy, good edit.
Yep. I agree. Obviously, like, again, after he's longing, and he's like, I'm just going to go to bed. And he's like, he sees her like that, and he's like, fuck it. You hungry?
Are you hungry? Little lady hungry.
Oh, okay. And so then they go, you know, whatever. And Belly stands there and she's like, can I ask you a question? And I think that there's probably 8 million things that I think she could have asked. And you know, she was not fucking wondering if he only cooks chicken.
No.
No, she does not.
And you can see Conrad's even very nervous of like what's about to happen.
Yep.
He's like, oh no. And to be surprised, she just says something about chicken. Yep. And do you ever season your chicken? It made Conrad feel less scared in the situation.
She was thinking, do you want to go upstairs?
We have 30 minutes. We have 30 minutes.
Yes.
Until Jeremiah's honey on him home.
Yeah. Don't even remind me. I also...
They're so cute in this.
It was so cute. Again, it was such a vision for the future of like if they were married and like, you know what I mean? Like making dinner together.
Yeah,
and
it's so sweet.
It also... I caught this like on a rewatch where what they were actually saying during that where he's like, yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Hey. Behind.
Yes, chef, which is from The Bear, which is also like, I mean, it's very common in I think like the chef world and cooking world in general. But to me, it was like from The Bear, and then she was walking behind him, and she's like, "You have to say behind" or whatever, and it's just like that kind of banter. Yeah, exactly. Felt like an homage to The Bear. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never watched it, but I've heard it's really good.
It's so good, and there's like a lot of tension in The Bear with the two.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then they're also doing a little fancy dining with their white wine at dinner.
And their cute little glasses. I like those.
Playing around, flirting a little bit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like she kind of knows like he's looking maybe at her now.
Right.
Let me like move my hair around
and like, oh, okay. Yeah. Again, she was so loose, and it's. Obviously, she's almost too loose that she drops the wine on the table or spills the wine on the table, okay?
Accidentally.
And then oh, you just killing you to not clean that up. I thought that was so cute. I loved Lola's acting there. Like, so good.
Me too. Even he's just like, I didn't even notice that you spilled it because he's too busy looking at her. Hello.
Yeah, he's in the moment. And also he's not that crazy. Like, he doesn't care that much. A lot of people are speculating, a lot of you guys, that she only said that because she was testing whether he wiped that off of her chin because he has clean problem, like a clean freak problem.
Oh my
like kind of testing it like
funny.
That. Or if he actually like just doesn't, you know what I mean?
That's actually the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Like, kind of like make messes and see if he cleans them up. She's like, she just smears pasta to see if he's gonna wipe it off.
You got a white t-shirt to clean me?
Right, wait.
And then we get the 4 years ago flashback and echoes guest bedroom scene that we did not know that was.
I didn't know this was an option. You guys, like, I didn't know this could have existed.
This was a sweet surprise. Like, again, we keep saying it, like how they're making it fun for even old viewers.
Yes.
They're kind of spicing it up, and we see 4 years ago, last March. They say it was 4 years ago, last March, the last time I was at Belly's house before we broke up. Things were getting bad with my mom. They refused to tell us, but I knew, and I couldn't talk about it because that would make it true. Mm-hmm. Belly comes in while Conrad is reading in bed.
That scene was, first of all, it started off so cute, then it goes, ah! I didn't know they were, like,
it was
you just only in your wildest dreams, babe. Mm-hmm. Okay, like seriously,
it was crazy.
I don't even think I could talk like this on YouTube. But like Conrad, what do you mean? Where his hands go, like
that's the part that gets me.
Like I said, I did not know this was an option.
Grip onto my handles.
I mean, that felt like smut. Like, I guess through the music that was playing, you could hear him, I guess, at some point say, "You're perfect." They were talking, obviously, about Susanna, and Belly was, trying to, like, help comfort Conrad and things. But Conrad was also, you just could see visibly, like, he was shaken up. And again, if we're talking about timeline here, it's clear, too, that this was actually filmed, or, like, this was the day before last season when Belly has that flashback to before prom when her and Conrad are in the kitchen of her house and they're talking about prom.
Yeah, with this,
and he's kind of like out of it a little bit, and she's like, are you okay, kind of thing. Yeah, the sweat. He was wearing the sweater, or she was wearing it, and you could see that sweater in the corner of this scene.
True.
Yes. And so Jenny says this is to offer a little bit more perspective on where Conrad was at the moment, okay? And to show you that he was really trying and had good intentions going into prom, and he was doing his best. And so that's kind of where he was like, don't worry about prom, I'll take care of it. And then of course his emotions got ahead of him with his circumstances, and we saw the prom. What happened? Yes.
Again, that scene is so well done.
Jamie. To think that they have this scene, right? And then 2 episodes ago, he had to call her little sis.
I know. It's sick. Even all of them, like, how
that's crazy that he had to, like, really put on the act of just, like, not caring again after they were so beautifully intimate.
I'm like, how could you spend the day with him? I'm this mean.
Hope Core. Lana Del Rey with a gun in the mirror.
Yes. That's how I feel always.
Yes. And then
snap back to reality.
Oh, honey, I'm home. I have never been so fucking mad about a cameo in my life. A cameo. Why are you popping up on my screen, ruining my moment in my house?
It's sick, and it just gets worse and worse from this moment on, because
I've never been so sick at this show. At their behavior.
It's terrible.
Jeremiah's behavior in this, walking in all cocky.
No, I'm so mad. And like the fact that he says, "Honey, I'm home" with the subtitles on, and in Conrad's point of view, he's still
looking at Ellie's eyes,
and then it goes to like her shoulder. Like she's like, he's in the moment.
Yes.
To hear "Honey, I'm home," he's like,
I would think I'm literally in a nightmare. Like, dreaming.
No, that's look at this picture.
Yes. Like, seriously.
And this one too.
To stare,
and then and then we see Belly hop on Jeremiah really quick, being like, "You can have my dinner."
That's the thing. If we really play by play this moment, you guys, him walking in being like already like, "Bells, I told you I'd take you to Michael's tomorrow," and she's like, "Oh, Conrad took me," and he was seething. You guys,
he was so mad.
It's just fascinating to see him shift so much like that, and all of a sudden, he's like, "Okay, game on, bitch." Mm-hmm. He was so mad about this. So
little does he know what had happened. And it gets worse too. This is again what I'm mad about. He says, Belly says, "How is work?" He says, Incredible. Everyone basically left for the holiday weekend early, and so it was on me to finish up the report on a company that we're going to do a deal with, and I got them being shady with their numbers. I'm like, you literally lied.
That's a lie.
That's a liar.
Lie. Everybody else was supposed to do it. Your dad handed that to Steven or
and you picked
Denise.
it up, and you
said,
couldn't
no, guys,
even figure it out. That's
No.
what I'm so mad at, because he's buffing himself because Conrad's there.
Yes.
And Belly to be like saying
Look
he's
at
to impress
look at
Conrad,
this.
and then Conrad's like, wow, and he goes, Dad was super impressed.
Right. And
Conrad's
like, I'm
like,
sure. He's
I'm-
sure he
Conrad's
was.
like, yeah,
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 exactly.
let him be impressed.
Right. Oh, and then
I'm so mad
you
over
got
that.
you got any food left or whatever? And she's like, I can make you a plate. And Conrad's like, there's none left. Sorry. And then he's like, you can have my leftovers. Bitch, yeah, you can have my leftovers. Oh wait,
You are currently right now.
you're gobbling my leftovers off, and not for long. That's all I have to say.
Gobble it,
Not
swallow it.
for long. Gobble it, swallow it.
Belly's gonna do the WAP challenge in front of her.
Wow. She gets drunk, she gets one more glass of wine here.
Imagine if Belly had TikTok.
Yay! Yeah, I made a remix. Yeah, I made a remix of I was listening to Gabriella by Cat's Eye. Back off, Jeremiah. Jeremiah, back off, Jeremiah. Yeah.
That's good.
Back off of my brother. You know what actually energy Jeremiah is giving in this to me? He's giving the broke boyfriend that's standing behind his girlfriend. You know the meme when the girlfriend's paying for like their lunch or something, and he's hugging her from behind while she's paying because he doesn't have a job.
That's so him.
He gives that energy, and I'm again, like I said, all bets are off because you've pissed me off. Now you're mean. He's mean, and I don't like mean people.
I don't either.
As I'm sitting here bullying.
No, but still with the meanness and the white lie, I'm like, he's not even lying. He's like white lying for no reason. I think that's the worst kind of liar. We can all agree. Like, there's no reason to be lying.
And that's why I'm saying,
and
him
mean.
Looking at Conrad while he's like trying to like smother Belly. Okay, I'm sorry. Get your hands off of her. Get them off. Stop touching her. Go stand in the corner.
Like, no.
And she was not even really playing it.
We
like
don't
a
need
little
this
bit.
energy.
If I were her, I'd get the fuck.
She'd say, back off, Jeremiah.
Back off, Jeremiah. I'm so mad about this. Like, I'm seriously so mad.
You're funny.
Why?
No one mourns the wicked.
Yes, that's what I put. No one mourns the wicked, and your karma is coming, Jeremiah. Just you wait.
I mean, it's coming. Like, you want to look up Denise up and down?
Go do it.
Go do it.
Go see how that works out for you.
Eyes up here.
Yes, bitch. And you know what, actually, while we're on this topic, if you... Oh, now you don't want peaches? Your girlfriend went and bought some peaches for you, and you're going to see you got any strawberries? No, you always want what you can't have.
Always. Little do you know, you could have the best peaches.
Yes.
Maybe you want strawberries?
Oh, you want strawberries? Oh, but these were the best peaches she's ever tasted in her life, but you want the strawberries.
You don't want to taste my cookie.
No. Cookie ban.
Is there a really crumble cookie?
Mm-hmm. Listen, what? I know the Summer I Turned Pretty Crumble collab. I think that's AI fake.
Oh,
I looked it up. It's not real. I don't.
Yeah, that scene with Jeremiah on Belly.
I don't want to see any more of Jeremiah on Belly. If I have to see another scene like that, if they wake up at Adam's house and they're fucking, I'm going to be so mad.
No. Yeah, from here on out, like any scene of them, it's AI for my mental health.
Yeah. AI warning on the screen.
It's all AI. It wasn't real.
Ew.
Gnarly.
Not. Oh, and then they go out on the dock, and you know what? Yeah, Belly gets told, "Fuck you, fuck your dream wedding." This is the Mama Jeremiah show, okay?
Mommy's got it from here.
But then doesn't want to plan any of it. Oh, by the way, we're gonna do everything I want. My dad's mistress is gonna plan it. You could see the shock on Belly's face when he said the word Kaylee.
Because remember, Conrad told Belly on the phone in confidence, mind you, about Kaylee when they were securely together at the time, trusting each other's secrets.
Yep.
And I don't think Jeremiah knows this information, so I'm curious to see if this information will come out.
Yep. I know. And I do like that Belly has not told Jeremiah herself. I think that's great too.
I agree. It's not her place. So we love that. And I also, I feel like this is the most like talk back maybe from Belly we've had. Not that she talks back,
right? Like defensiveness.
She's kind of
defending herself.
Yeah, defending herself. She's kind of like, well, what happened? Like, I don't really like want it at the country club, and I also my wedding isn't like a business associate kind of thing. It's my wedding,
right?
And it's like not the flex you think this is like having. Except I know she ends up being like folding and here's our song, which we don't care about.
I blame it that she's wine drunk.
Yeah, but I do think we're getting somewhere.
We're getting somewhere, yes.
She's kind of noticing, like, you're actually really annoying.
You're fucking annoying. Also, because it's like, oh, so you're going to manipulate me right in front of my goddamn face. You're going to see it and put on that little pout face, okay? So that I feel bad that you... Also, can I just say, your wedding is not for you to win your dad over either.
That's
just
not
saying.
The point, and Belly knows this. She does not... She wants it at the cousin's house. It's like, it means a lot. You know how much
she fucking loves that house.
Like,
that's all she cares about is that goddamn house.
Yes.
And cousins.
And it's just everything that he said is like exactly what she doesn't want.
I know. And I think that when she's in that red outfit and she's at the country club and she's like probably viewing it to look at it to plan the wedding or whatever.
Yeah.
I think she's thinking in her head like,
I don't want it.
It's beautiful, but I don't want it here. I think like that's probably what we're gonna get to.
Yeah, maybe
like,
her thoughts.
This is like not my dream place.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll get any point of view.
I know.
Probably.
I just again, he got so manipulative in this and condescending, and I did not like that at all. Like, because why is he folding on literally nothing? Not even being like, you know what? Okay, you're right. How about we just still have it here, but we still have Kaylee planned? You don't even know compromising at all is being done on his part.
This is what's happening, and like, and he's almost so stupid because he's excited about it, being like, yeah, my dad's on our side and whatever. And I also, again, I hate that he said, whenever he said that earlier to Conrad and Belly of that Adam's on in all support, and he like literally looks at Conrad, it makes me so mad.
Oh, I know. I know. He's just like seething, like anything he says around Conrad, he's like, you hear that?
Yeah, let me rub it in.
Oh, I hate.
And meanwhile, Conrad literally had a talk with their dad earlier that morning. I can't.
I know.
But also with the Kaylee stuff, they said, I forget who says this. Now that Kaylee is going to play a bigger role in planning Belly and Jared's wedding, there's definitely a chance the secret will finally come out, and there's no telling just how badly Jeremiah will take being left in the dark again, especially by Belly and Conrad. But for now, Han intentionally includes that moment to show that Conrad and Belly haven't told Jeremiah about Adam's affair.
Crazy.
So that's just a little insight. Because I know we've had like a lot of questions too about where that's going, and even what Jeremiah will think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because
I think that tells it perfectly. Like, he's not even gonna be like mad about the cheating. He's gonna be mad that like
you kept it.
They know it all.
Only you two know about this, really. So you guys decided.
We know how Jeremiah is.
He's like take it so personally.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And then because Jenny says, even though Jeremiah's her fiance and they don't really keep secrets between them, this is not her secret. Okay, which Jeremiah's not going to care. She wants to be respectful of that confidence that she had with Conrad. As far as she knows, Jeremiah doesn't know about it because Conrad told her that he was the only one that knew. And understanding Conrad, he wouldn't want Jared to know. That's the whole point, is him protecting Jared from information that would hurt him. And I don't know what good she thinks that would do to tell him at this point, as he's trying to repair this relationship with his dad as well. Yes, Belly is stuck between a rock and a hard place, I'm sure, in her head. But
I don't think she'll think too much of it.
No, I agree. And I think it's yes, that's fine. Also heard the song Janie by Ethel Cain. And
I like that song.
I know she's your girl now, but she was my girl first. I can see the end and the beginning of everything. And in it, you don't want me, but I still pretend like I don't want you leaving. I will always love you. That's like a completely different story. It's about a best friend. But like for this circumstance, this kind of works. And just like also just in general, I don't like the way in this scene too, in general at all. Okay. In every scene that Jeremiah is talking about Conrad, he's talking so condescendingly about Conrad, like so brutally just rude. Whereas when you see Conrad talk about Jeremiah, he talks in such an endearing way about him. Like he'd like, even when he shouldn't be, okay? Like I wouldn't be. Okay. But like in the car, he's like, I'm sure Jeremiah would have loved to be here with you. You know what I mean? So I'm sure he's so bummed that he's not. And then meanwhile, you have Jeremiah, I can't believe you have to stay with my brother, this grump.
Like, come on, be so for real. Belly's eating it up. And also, why is that? Because it's emotional maturity.
Yes,
like that just shows immaturity, but maturity from Conrad.
Yep.
Someone said Jared's arc mirrors Adam, and he will realize he doesn't want his approval.
Yep. One of you guys said Belly accepting the dance song is guilt over Conrad. So I think that was meaning like she had that moment with Conrad. She feels guilty, and so she's trying to like
compensate.
Yes, and be like, okay, let's do the like. Oh, I have a surprise for you, and she just randomly came up with that.
Yes,
you have the most devastating scene.
I mean,
it was
Chris needs to get an award for this scene.
I agree.
I agree. I actually don't think I ever can watch a scene again.
I actually had to skip through it every time I rewatched.
Me too. Like, that's what I've done.
So devastating, but it's so also important and impactful because it really shows you why Conrad is the way he is about Jeremiah and why he is so dead set on not stepping on his toes with anything really, but especially like Belly.
Yes, it's just more of the insight of like his promises to his mom.
Yep. Like the promises you make to your mom on your deathbed are absolute. And it's like she really Susanna harped on Conrad taking care of Jeremiah, and it's such like a big part in a lot of the ways that Susanna has always talked to Conrad about Jeremiah of like, you are this protector, you're like the best brother, you have to be, you know what I mean? Like,
yes, to everyone. And
and you take that, you know what I mean? Like that's heavy with the circumstances. Not ideal.
No, and Conrad is taking that to heart. Like he does not want to be on bad terms with Jeremiah or to keep that promise.
Yeah. I think the only thing that will break that spell too, feeling like he owes this to obviously Susanna, but his relationship with his family and stuff, is finding out that he cheated.
I think
Jeremiah.
So. I think that will do it for him.
I think it'll make something click in his head. Like at what point?
Yes, because it's different whenever it's like, okay, if you really want that girl, have her.
Sure, and if you're like so unfathomably in love with her.
Yes, I think that's where he's coming from.
Sure.
So yes, I'll let you, and I'll take my mom's promises.
Yes, because at this point he thinks they're really happy and really in love with each other.
He's just going with it to support.
Yes,
until he realizes that, and then we see Conrad looking out on the dock at them dancing and said, "Today I slipped up." This whatever he says kind of reminds me of Vampire Diaries. I have to say like how they narrate.
Really?
Yeah. Today I slipped up. Like it's so Vampire Diaries. Today I slipped up, but it can't happen again because the promises you make on your mother's deathbed are absolute. They're titanium. Yeah, about that. No firework. Realize that there's no firework.
Believe it or not, you can look at the girl you're loving, have a great time with somebody else, even if it's your brother, and not shoot a firework. If I were Conrad, I would have taken. I can't say that. You know, in Fortnite, they have those things where is it Fortnite or one of the other ones where you shoot them at them and then they float away.
Oh, yeah. They just need some of that.
Something like that. Kept my word. I did the best I could by leaving. I might have been a fuck up in a failure, disappointment, but I was never a liar and I didn't mean it. Like, flashback to Belly.
Yes, to the motel.
Like I was never a liar, but he lied that one time to Belly. Because he felt like he needed to.
He had to, and he also is just regretting it now. Conrad says in the night, what I said earlier, I didn't mean it, and I still want you. Of course I do. Sorry, I think you wrote this. Over and over in my head, the promises I made to my mom to always take care of Jer. Because at the motel the next day, I just want you to know that whatever I said, I didn't mean it, and we're cool. We're friends. I did lie to Belly, though, just that one time. What if I hadn't? Maybe it would all be different now, but it doesn't matter. All the things that I can't, she deserves it, and she deserves the world.
See, that's the thing, and he thinks that by not being with her, Jeremiah is giving her the world. That is what he thinks.
And that's what's so devastating about this situation.
That he is like the cream of the crop boyfriend to her. Little does he know that he did more for her than Jeremiah has this whole time with this wedding. Do you know what I mean? One day.
Yes.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom that he does. Again, these characters need to sit down and watch this TV show.
There's a Valentine's Day scene flashback we're going to get soon where we literally get to hear word for word, he didn't give me the stars, he didn't give me the moon, he gave me
whatever.
Yes, infinity.
No, he didn't give me flowers.
He didn't.
Yes. He didn't give me flowers. Yes. And then people were saying in that flashback scene of them in the guest room, she was wearing like star and moon earrings, and that could be like how they flip it in the show to like he gave her these for Valentine's Day because in I think it was in the flashback he surprised her and she thought like he forgot about Valentine's Day, like he doesn't care about Valentine's Day, but he was just trying to like make it seem like that so he could surprise her. And so it's kind of like
I can't wait for that.
Makes you like be like, oh, he's really not going to celebrate it for her, and then it's like, oh wait, no, he was. You know what I mean?
Again with that though, it's like everyone knows in Belly's life that Conrad's the one. From a young age, it was they again the look at the.
She looks at him like he hangs the moon. He knows that, like he knows it. Shivering. Okay, we got through like a lot of the scenes that we were so excited about. You guys know we keep talking about this peach scene, but now that happened, I can move on to this next surf scene that I like.
Me too.
Really hope that we get.
This is the next top contender for me.
And if you guys don't know what we're referring to, essentially in the book, there's a scene where Conrad goes out and surfs. He gets hurt. He walks in. Belly kind of takes care of him, and he's leaning over her, hair dripping.
This is where she feels really guilty because she is about to.
She almost does it. Is the perpetrator here? Okay,
and she almost physically like is gonna kiss him.
Whereas in the peach scene, it's like he initiates that, and then in this one, it's like she does it. So that's why I really, 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 really hope that this does happen.
Yeah,
and if it does, I think it would be next episode.
I mean,
I don't know.
In the book, we're at chapter, I think, ending peach scene. We're at like 37 in the book. The surf scene is like 30 or 40.
Right. So it's like
it's coming up, and also the bridal shower. That's very soon.
Yep.
Apartment hunting is also very soon.
Could do without that.
Whatever trailer scene with the Jeremiah in glasses and sweatpants.
Yeah. And I hope that's really short
because like in that ending scene, Belly's like, well, what if I just come up to Adam's apartment? And I think that also I forgot to say that
because she's
guilty
as charged.
We should get those
ballots. Guilty.
And that's her.
That's why, because
she needs to run away.
Yeah.
She can't be around him either right now.
I agree, and they better skip through that little scene too, because I don't know how they're gonna like get like. There's so much left to be done. There is a theory I saw by this one girl. She's Swiftie, and she does such good theories. She's so in depth and so genius.
I feel like I know who you're talking about. I like you too.
Yeah, and she does like a lot of breakdown theories.
Yeah.
And she thinks like there could be like a thing where they kind of skip to her moving to Paris, and then everything becomes a flashback, kind of.
And
in a way.
Know what is interesting? I guess someone said it might have been her that at the end of this episode, for the first time, there was Paris scene credits or Paris worker
credits from France yes exactly like
but not in any other episode so far.
People were like maybe they
that could
filmed
make sense
yes
for whatever reason.
Yeah, maybe they were just like moving along and they were there, and so they filmed some of these scenes there. I don't know. Like we were talking about The Notebook, because that's crazy. We both rewatched that yesterday. I didn't even text you because I was like,
you rewatched it?
Yes, I literally wrote all these while I was rewatching it.
Oh, I didn't even know.
So I rented
thought you
it.
Downloaded it because you were gonna watch it. That's even crazier.
That's what I'm saying. It's
That's
weird. No, but it's when you're watching it, if you haven't watched it in a while or you've never seen it,
I'm sick over
it's so crazy how similar it is, and it makes sense with the timeline of like when this was written and when The Notebook came out.
Everything about it too, even how they flashback forward and whatever to it,
even how it's filmed.
That's what I'm saying with the film. That's how it reminds me of it. How
agree.
They go back and forth and find themselves and whatever.
Like literally, it's Noah in The Notebook is so like addicted to Allie from the beginning. Okay, he has like these longing eyes, like the way that he sees Allie, and is just obsessed with her from the moment he sees her. Okay, like doesn't care who is in the way. And I think if Jeremiah weren't Conrad's brother, Conrad would really be like more Noah like, to just like, I don't give a fuck who you're with, you're coming with
mine.
me.
Yeah. I agree with that actually.
Yeah, and I just think Conrad looks like at Belly the way that Noah looks at Allie in the show or in the movie. And I was watching, I'm like, did they have to study this fucking movie for this? Because it's like so I don't know, there's such connection there.
Yes, to the gestures and gestures
to the gestures. Even the roof parallel where he fixes it and like to Noah's fixing it to distract himself. Yeah, because he sees Allie through a window, finds her again, runs off the bus, goes and sees her through a window, and sees her with her new fiance, and has to watch them like making out in there.
I start crying.
Literally, it's crazy. Because also it's just such an interesting thing, because Allie and Noah do end up together at the end, okay? Even though initially Allie's engaged to another man, not necessarily because she didn't want to be with Noah, but because she had, like, under certain circumstances, they couldn't be together. Like, whatever it is, family circumstances, which is very similar to The Summer I Turned Pretty. And even their first breakup was very similar.
So true.
Right? Like, how they were actually so in love and happy. It's not like they were not happy together. They had to break up.
Yeah.
Like, even in, like, Belly and Conrad, they were so happy up until, like, you know what I mean? Circumstances around him that he broke, you know?
So true.
The letters.
That part is crazy. I didn't even think about this.
365 letters to Allie. She did not reply once because her mom obviously took them all. But in The Notebook, Allie cheats on Lon.
Right.
with Noah, which you can only hope. But I know this show is a lot more moral than these things. But they rekindle anyway as friends, and then their bond grows, and that's how they cheat. But like they were friends initially when they rekindled. I think we're gonna also get the glass blowing scene, which in the book, it's a flashback to when they were kids. Belly,
we're so getting that.
Runs away. Like, they were supposed to get them all, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Conrad
is supposed to be watching them all.
Yes, and lets Belly go on off her own, and then Belly takes too much time, and like Conrad's out looking for her, and then they meet up again, and Conrad's like the first time Conrad like yells at her, and Belly's like crying over it.
Yes,
I think we're gonna get
and
that.
she really wanted this one glass unicorn, and he just bought it for her. I think it was right.
Yeah.
I'm just so curious. So Jenny confirmed on CBS Morning that there will be a final decision, which we know, but that it was never like going to be open-ended for the most part, I feel like. But at the same time, what if we had, you guys just like ponder on it. Imagine we had to get a normal people ending for this. Sorry.
Like
evil to say?
Imagine that.
Imagine.
Yeah, I wonder though if the final decision again could be like The Notebook, where it's like that's the final, where somehow they don't even have to say it like The Notebook. It's just like we see it.
Right. Something has got to give. Belly has to this has to be the turning point for everything to make sense. I feel like it has to be like Belly turning now of being like, wait.
I think that's what we're going to get next episode is like a lot of that of like things clicking, gears are clicking, and she's starting to come around. Maybe she'll give a little attitude to Jeremiah. Maybe we'll get like a, that was a lot.
It was a long episode.
Was that a lot for you? Yeah. That a lot for me.
My brain hurts.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. Bye. Bye. No. But anyway, so let us know what you guys think down below. What you think is going to happen next time.
I got my peaches out in
Georgia. That shit. Yes. And yes. Also, you only have a short amount of time left to enter our giveaway on Instagram if you wanted to go do that. We're picking a few more people than we initially thought to get some things for fun because so many people entered and we love you guys.
Easter egg.
Yes. We just sent a literal Easter egg. Yeah.
And we just might.
Yes. Okay. But thank you for watching. Let us know your episode 6 predictions below. I want to hear, please. And make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss any more. We will see you Thursday.
Can't wait.
Bye.
Bye.